Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fan. Today's daily recap is for Tuesday, September the 26th, 2023. Tuesday, September the 26th. Uh, it's moving slow. It's going to move slow. I'm convinced of it all week, right? We have Jack. He meets Adam. They Adam tits for tats, and then he finally tells Jack he'll give him the information on Tucker for free if Jack agrees that in the future, if Adam needs a favor, he owes it to him. So Jack said, okay, right? And Adam said, check your email by the end of the day, right? So then Jack gets a text message from Tracy, saying, get home, pretty much get home quickly. And he is wondering, okay, what could be going on? You know, Jack is like, okay, and I'm trying to make sure I got my picture because I don't seem to have uploaded that particular picture. Oh, yes, I did. Uh, I was gonna do it for last, but now I'm gonna do it first. He rushes home and he goes, what's going on, Tracy? Tracy, is it? She goes, Harrison's fine. Everything's fine. It's nothing like that. I just needed you to come home. So he goes, well, okay, but why? Why? And all of a sudden you hear this voice, hello, Jackie. And he looks at Tracy and he's like, and he turns and it's Mamie. And she's looking at him, and he is just like, Mamie, um, you're here. Why didn't you tell us? We would have had a dinner. We would have, she goes, nope, this is how I wanted it. She's got business to do, but she, of course, they are always her first stop. She stops to see them first, right? So they have a chit chat and yada, 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 right? Now, Nick is back and he's talking about, the trip went fine. And Sally's saying, yeah, there's some shakeups at Newman Enterprises. And he goes, yeah, I know. Vic has been blowing up my phone. I haven't gotten back to her. He goes, mm-mm, nope, like she ain't raining on my parade. And I think Sally tells him, well, your father demoted her. And he goes, wow. Or either somehow he may have already known, or Sally tells him. But Nick is like, ooh, I bet that didn't go well. He's like, almost like, just like she got rid of me, huh? Hmm. An indefinite leave of absence. See, Victor just demoted Victoria. Victoria pretty much fired Nicholas. And you need this time off. Her decision, right? So then he says, well, what did you do while I was gone? And I think he said, did Adam bother you? And she's like, no, you know, he he says he wants to change. I believe him, and so Nick says, yeah, but you can never trust Adam. Adam is, he says he wants to work from the bottom. I don't believe it. And he goes, I'm staying clear of him and the mess. And he goes, and I suggest you do too as well. So Sally looked at him and said, well, is that really how you feel? See, because that's the first time he actually told her what to do. She goes, wow, is that really how you feel? He goes, yeah. So she didn't say anything, you know, she left that alone because she's realizing, no, you're not going to tell me what to do like that because I haven't told you he kissed me yet. And then I'm going to tell you he kissed me to see how you're going to react because I'm not going to apologize for it. See, she ain't, Sally. Nick is subject to come back to the hotel room like he did before at the Grand Phoenix. And Adam had just left, and Sally said, yeah, you know what? We slept together. We just had to see if the spark was there. But you know what? Yeah, you're better. But guess what? I really think she thinks Adam is better. Nick to me just don't have it at all. But anyway, now we have Lily and Devon. Jill is on the monitor talking about, have you found out who that secret investor is yet? And they're like, nope. Because he says Victor didn't tell me anything. And because he says that person wants to remain anonymous. And Devon is like, but I'm wondering who is it and what could they, you know, what's their motive? He goes, especially wanting to remain anonymous, I'm beginning to wonder. And Jill's like, I don't know, and I don't like it. And I'm thinking, you're the one that did the deal with Victor. And she didn't even tell Devon and Lily until it was done, right? But oh, they got to find out who is this person. So she goes, I guess I'm gonna have to talk to Victor myself. And they're like, well, good, because we need answers, right? We want to know. So then we have Victor asking Nate to come in his office. And he's talking to Nate. He's saying, tell me, what's your feelings on Adam? He says he wants to come and work at the bottom and work his way up. And I believe him. And he goes, well, Victor, you know what? That's your son. And of course, you want to believe him. But, he's like, still, I feel Adam can't be trusted. I feel Nate was still negative down on Adam. And Victor's got his hands crossed like, Well, you know what? I need you to do me a favor. And Nate's like, oh, okay, what? I need you to keep an eye on Adam. And he goes, keep a watch. What do you mean, eye on Adam? Keep a watchful eye. You feel he's not genuine. He's gonna be deceitful. Keep an eye on it. Let me know if you see something. And he goes, Victor, that's gonna be hard to do because Adam and I don't get along. All our interactions have actually been a little, hostile. So that's going to be hard to do. And Victor says, I think you can manage it. Yeah, I think you can manage what I'm saying, what I want you to do. So Nate's just like, well, okay, it's not my camera shifted down. So Nate's like, okay, he's gonna see what he can do. So there we go. I think that's a little better. So then we have this is what was interesting. Victoria has lunch with Nikki. Nikki, no, this is coffee before work. Nikki wanted to meet with her daughter, talk to her daughter to see where her daughter's head is at. And Victoria says, I know you're doing this just to see if you can, where my mood is. And she goes, I can have coffee with my daughter before work if I want to. And then Victoria went right on in again about, I'm worried about my father. And quite honestly, I don't understand how you're not. And she went on and on talking about he is not making rational moves and his health can't take it. And I'm just concerned. And you should be on my side, Mom. And Nikki is like, Victoria, I'm not going to be on anybody's side. Oh, no, she didn't say that. I'm not going to side with you against your father. I'm not going to do that. Victor feels he can handle it. He can't. She says, it's his company. And I hope, I'm telling you, darling, I know you. And I hope you don't do anything to sabotage and undermine your father. Because that's not going to go well for you, Victoria. It's not going to go well for you. So don't even think about doing it. She got her hand on the back of the hand on the back of the chair that she's sitting on. And she's like, I'll work with him. And she goes, Nikki says, well, it would, what would help? No, she goes, I, Nick needs to come back. And she goes, I think he is back in town. She goes, no, I mean back to Newman. She goes, oh, why? You want to ally against your father? No, I know he's going to be as concerned as I am, you know. And I'm like, hmm, the very person you oust from Newman for your boyfriend to have his job, now because you got demoted, you want him back. And so that I'm thinking Nick will never go for that. And thank goodness. So Vicky is saying, Victoria, I'm just telling you, please tread lightly. Just work with your father. Work with him, you know? So Victoria gets in there. She goes into Victor's office and she is talking about, again, you waste no time putting your picture back up. And this is a mistake. Your health. And he goes, you know what? I run this company and I'm going to see fit. I mean, do as I see fit. And what's this? You're thinking about bringing Adam back. You're thinking about you. I hope you don't believe what he says starting from. He goes, you know what? He says, and he just let her bash him. And he looked at her, and he didn't let her go get too far. He goes, I will make the decisions for this company. And let me make sure you understand something. Nobody's job is secure. And she looks at him. And he gets up, and I think he even tells her, and if you can't accept what's happening, you can leave. And she stands there. And as he's saying that, like and Nate and Nikki are there as she's talking, and they're kind of looking at her like, Victoria, you're getting them upset. Victoria, kind of calm it down a bit, because she wasn't reading the room. And no, I don't think he said you could leave. He goes, nobody's job is secure. And he's looking at her, and he gets up, and she's just looking, bratty, just bratty. And Nate's looking at her like, girl, you know what you're doing? And Nikki is looking at her like, see, this is just what I warned you about over coffee. Just what I warned you about. And you did it anyway. You did it anyway, Vicky. Nikki warned her this is not going to go well for her. And she is like a bull in a china shop, not caring and doing what she wants anyway. So let's go to comment corner. Comment corner. We have otherworldly to 2003. Let's see, 2003. I'm watching Soap Dirt and sharing this with you. Eileen Davidson, she's the one playing Ashley, was on State of Mind, which is the guy that plays Sonny, is Maurice Bernard's YouTube channel, talking about her experience on Young and Restless. All the things she said has been in good things. She's only had good things to say. News to me, she is 63. She left 5 years ago to devote herself to her teenage son. She is commuting from Miami and offers replacement suggestions to producers. They then are now keeping her role open to her. She is done with the show as of October, with the storyline of Ashley gone to live in Paris. Eileen Davidson says she agrees to do phone scenes if needed, like Jess, the actress who plays Jill. She's always coming, gone, coming, gone, coming, gone, right? She's gone again. But now what does this mean for the character of Tucker? Because his whole real reason for being there was Ashley. I don't care that he does have a son and a grandson. They've always come second to Ashley. So I see him really trying to do some dirt. And after the dirt is done, Tucker's role is going to be gone. That role is going to be gone again. But see, he's always reoccurring. Whenever the years come up, they want to bring him back. They do. Anita says they are scripting Adam as a desperate guy or a stalker chasing Sally, and Sally pretending to resist his advances. Um, it is wasting screen time. I agree with you on that, Anita. Uh, Cherie says, I'm agreeing on that one. He needs to stop the chasing around. Then maybe he has a minute and a half chance with her. I know. I mean, who would want her after can't make up her mind back and forth, still with her? I mean, come on. Sally is nobody to just put uh, your eggs in her basket. And Adam did that literally, right? But anyway, that's it for today's episode of The Young and the Restless. I will be back tomorrow for another daily recap. But there's not too much show recaps. The show is moving very slow. I'll be back tomorrow.